Hello and welcome back. So this video is for class 10 and today we start a new chapter, that is chapter number 12, current electricity. Okay, so let's begin. So electricity, that is not a new word for us. Okay, we know that we use electricity to run appliances like the TV, the fridge, tube lights. Okay, so there are number of appliances in our house where we are using electricity. Okay, so electricity, there are two types of electricity. They are static electricity and current electricity. Static, the word itself signifies, static means at rest. So that kind of electricity where the charges are static, they are at rest, that is called as static electricity. And when the charges are moving, that is known as current electricity. Okay, in this particular chapter, we will be focusing on the current electricity. Static electricity, you will remember in lower classes we had studied about electricity by friction, that is charging by friction, where we would take, let us say, a piece of straw and a piece of tissue paper. Okay, and if you rub the straw with the tissue paper, we would see that the straw is able to attach small bits of paper. Or we have played with a plastic scale and we rub it on our hair. Okay, if you rub a plastic scale on your hair and then you take it close to some small bits of paper, the paper will stick to it. That is actually static electricity. So when we are rubbing a scale on our head or when we are rubbing a plastic straw with a tissue paper, we are actually transferring charges. Okay, we are actually transferring electricity. But what kind it is? It is a static electricity where charges are not moving. Okay, so that is basically the understanding of static electricity. But as I said, we will not focus on it. Here we are going to talk about moving charges. Okay, that is the current electricity. So the electricity which we are using in our homes, that is nothing but current electricity. We see that we turn on the switch and immediately the fan will start to run. Okay, so basically it is charges which are moving from one point to another, which are making the fan to move. Or we turn on the switch and we see the TV goes on. Okay, so it is actually moving charges. Okay, and that is nothing but current electricity. Another thing to remember, that it is not only these appliances which are using electricity. Even our human bodies are using electricity. Okay, I am sure you know that our brain is controlling all the parts of our body. It is actually controlling it by using electrical signals. So when I want to speak, my brain is sending an electrical signal. It is sending current electricity. Okay, and by that I am able to speak with you. Okay, and when you are listening to me, your ear, okay, it is converting the sound into electricity, and that electrical signal is actually going to the brain. So even our human bodies contain electricity. Okay, we have got current electricity going all over our body, and that is how the signals are transferred. So that is why it is so fascinating to learn about current electricity. Okay, so let us understand what we mean by this electric current. So one thing to understand, whenever we say an electric current is passing, okay, what we mean is when a current is passing, it is actually charges which are going from one point to another. Okay, so this you will remember, electric current actually is the movement of charges. Okay, and we know what are charges. Okay, charges can either be positive or they can be negative. Okay, so atoms, they contain positive charges which are protons and negative charges which are electron. So when you look at a wire, okay, when a wire, there is an electric current passing through the wire, okay, it will have charges moving. Which are the charges moving in the wire? They are negative charges, which is electrons. Okay, the protons will never move from one point to another. It is the electrons which are moving. So keep that in mind. When we say charges are moving, current is moving, it is actually movement of charges. So in solid materials, we get these particles which are electrons which are moving. Okay, but when we think about a liquid, electric current can pass through liquid also. In liquid, it is not the electrons. We have got something called as ions. Okay, so the movement of ions, that will make the electric current to flow. Even when we say in our body the electrical signal is passing, it is actually by movement of ions. Okay, so that is the understanding of electric current. When electric current passes, it is the movement of charges. Now let us talk about the electric current through a solid. So when we say an electric current is flowing through a solid, it is actually the movement of charges, which are nothing but electrons. But which are the electrons which are actually moving? Can all the electrons in the solid just start to move? No. Okay, there are some specific electrons which are known as free electrons. Okay, so when you consider, let us say this is a metallic wire. Okay, and we know a metal is a very good conductor of electricity. So in this wire there are many atoms, okay, and which have of course electrons. So there are some electrons which are called as free electrons. Free electrons mean these electrons are free to move through that material. Okay, the reason they are able to move freely is that they are not bound by the nucleus. Okay, good conductors, they will contain a very large number of these free electrons. When we talk about a poor conductor, for example rubber or wood, those poor conductors, the free electrons are very less, almost zero. But in good conductors, we have got these large number of free electrons. So that is why in a good conductor, in a metal, because of these free electrons, the charges are able to flow and we get the electric current. So that is also another thing to remember, that whenever we say an electric current is flowing through a wire, it is actually the movement of free electrons. Now, under normal circumstances, these free electrons, they are all moving in random directions. So there will be some electrons which will be downward, some will be upward, some to the right, some to the left. Okay, so these free electrons, as they are free electrons, they are moving in all kinds of random directions. So if you just take any wire, you don't have any electric current in that wire, because free electrons are just moving in a random way. Okay, but if all these electrons start moving in one direction, then we will say we are getting an electric current. So how can we do that? We can attach a power supply. Okay, if we attach a power supply, so there will be positive at one end and negative at one end. Electrons are having negative charge, and we know very well negative is attracted to positive. Okay, there will be attraction between unlike charges. So these negative electrons, they will get attracted to the positive side of the battery, and then what will happen? The electrons which were initially moving randomly, they will all start moving in one direction. Now all these electrons, when they are moving in one direction, now we say we are getting an electric current. Okay, so this is the meaning of electric current. Okay, the movement of free electrons. And how can we measure the electric current? Electric current is denoted by capital I, and we define electric current as the amount of charge flowing through a cross section per unit time. And we say I is equal to Q upon T. Q stands for amount of charges, T stands for time. Okay, so how much charge is flowing in 1 second, that is known as the electric current. Okay, that is the definition. Now let us give the SI unit for it. For charge, the SI unit is coulomb. Okay, it is named after the scientist. For time, we know SI unit is second. So what is SI unit for current? It will be coulomb per second. But it is given a special name, and the name given for SI unit of electric current is ampere. Okay, remember this. This is important to remember. So SI unit of electric current is ampere. It is denoted by capital A. So when we say a current of 1 ampere is flowing, we are saying that a charge of 1 coulomb is flowing in 1 second. Okay, so this definition is important for us to remember. So that is a brief introduction about current electricity and the concept of electric current. So I hope that was understood by us. In the next class, we will see some more concepts regarding current electricity. Okay, if you are having any doubts about today's class, make sure that you are asking in the attendance sheet that I will be sending you. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.